The 2019 film Cleavers Killer Clowns definitely appealed to me when I saw the poster artwork for this. It looked thrilling. I need to acknowledge, first of all, that these killer clowns do not appear too frequently until quite far into it. So, while they play an important role, of course, the majority of the film is not about these individuals, and that's a shame because I love clown based horror. I'm terrified of clowns. Horror films with clowns usually do give me chills. This one, not so much, and to be honest, it started off quite interesting. It starts off with a genuine mystery that I wanted to know more about. I won't go into any detail in case you do decide to watch this, but something has happened to somebody, and one of our protagonists, Jody-Ann, I believe, is making it her mission to try and find out what on earth happened. And I thought, yeah, this could be interesting. I'm curious to learn more. I don't know if this is connected to the prequel, or the previous film. This is apparently a sequel to something because the description on IMDb says, "Mind your head, Cleaver is back." So I absolutely have no idea what that refers to. Would I have enjoyed this more if I'd seen the previous film? No. A good horror will scare you regardless of whether there's a film that comes before it, because horror is independent. It relies either on visuals and jump scares or on a gripping narrative. You may get more emotional benefit from it if you've seen the previous film, but horrors do not require you to have watched the previous film to actually be scared by it. And I wasn't scared at all. I felt like the dialogue was quite stilted. Once we meet the characters of the clowns, particularly Cleaver, I will say it's usually quite dark when we see Cleaver, so it's hard to kind of make out the makeup and the costumes, but what I could see looked pretty good. The costumes and the makeup department did a really good job. That is something that I liked. Cleaver's voice was not what I would have expected. It was really gravelly and trying too hard to be deep and menacing, but it just came across as like somebody, like an amateur, trying to mask their voice so that a witness can't explain what this person sounds like. That's what it sounded like. It wasn't terrifying at all. As the narrative developed, I just lost interest in it. It wasn't ever scary. I'm really disappointed by it because it takes a lot for a clown-based horror film to disappoint me. Because as I said, I do really like clown horrors. I would not recommend this. If you've seen the first film and you thought it was alright, or at least better than this one, let me know. I might give it a go at some point. It's highly unlikely, but I'm never one to dismiss one film just because of another film. I believe its predecessor was Cleaver Rise of the Killer Clown, which sounds like it could be interesting, but then again, so did this one. So, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts if you've seen it. If you're into clown films, this is not one that I'd recommend to begin with. Give it a go if you genuinely love clown horror, because maybe there's something in it for you. But if you're just looking for a good horror film, Cleaver's Killer Clowns, absolutely not one.